Hey everybody, Norm from Tested here, and there's so much cool stuff at Comic-Con 2019. One of the things I like to do is go, when I have spare time, walk between some of the toy booth and check out some of their newest products. And we're going to give you a tour of some of my favorite toys seen at Comic-Con so far. Now first up here is at the Bandai Tamishi Nations booth. They have their movie realization series. I don't know if you've seen this before, but it's their interpretation of combining pop culture recognizable characters with a little bit of an artistic bent. In this case, samurai bent. They started off with the Stormtroopers, very iconic now, and they've moved on to more in the Star Wars universe, including you got a black hole trooper on the back, and this year both Kylo Ren and Captain Phasma in the movie realization series. Captain Phasma especially is catching my eye. Over on the Marvel side, they've also adapted the classic Marvel characters, also in the samurai aesthetic. We've seen the Spider-Man, we've seen the War Machine, the Captain America. New for me is the Wolverine. That's coming out later this year. I love they kept the blue and gold color scheme, and just look at those claws, so badass. That's coming out later this year. Stuff here is beautiful, and let's move on to the next booth. One of the figures I was most impressed by last year that sold out really quickly was Mezco's Popeye. And so I'm really surprised and happy to see that there's more Popeye coming. Not only is there a new Popeye coming next summer, but also a Bluto. And the way they have it displayed here, oh, I love that scale. It looks highly detailed. I love that cut and sew fabric clothing. It's been great for posing and photographs. Mezco also has their mascot, Gomez, and they have a great display here with Gomez fighting other Gomez henchmen with alternate heads, and it just shows off the posability of these Mezco figures. Something I always keep an eye out for is what Mezco is doing with the cut and sew, the fabric work. So you have this awesome Jim Gordon, love the trench coat, all the way down to like a Moon Knight here, where his cape almost has, it looks like leather at small scale, at 12th scale, to something like Batman's cape and the kind of costuming they have on that, and even like the Catwoman's catsuit. It's all cut and sew, but the fabrics they're choosing is really appropriate to the scale and to the character. This is insane. It's like back in the old days when Hasbro would make giant toys, and that's what they've done here as part of their HasLab series. Remember last year they released the Jabba's Barge as something you could support online. Well, they're doing it again this year with Unicron, with this 2.5 feet in diameter, planet-size transformer. And yeah, because it's a transformer, there's also a robot mode. Whoa! I had to stop here because this is the Dark Horse booth, and Dark Horse, of course, known for the comics they publish, Hellboy, of course, but they also now have licenses to make collectibles and toys, and they have a Stacraft license. That's a Terran Battlecruiser. That's an incredible scale. Look at the turrets. Oh, look at the ports, that detail. Never thought I'd see Stacraft at the scale. I talked to one of the reps. They have a license to the ships, so maybe more Stacraft ships in the future, but it's a beautiful display. And just next door you have, from Game of Thrones, it's Viserion, Undead Dragon. Look at the pose, look at the wings. That is an incredible display with the Night King right there, ready to ride it. Oh, that's so cool. And then moving down, this is a follow-up from something they had last year. They have a partnership with 1000 Toys to do a tiny figure. They had Hellboy last year, which sold out really quickly. This is based on the comic version of Hellboy, and now the comic version of Abe Sapien as well. That's a prototype and not available for pre-order yet, but I'll be keeping an eye on that when that goes on sale. Company that's been here for a long time, Diamond Select. They're of course distributors of toys. They also do their own. They have a lot of the common licenses, but I also love seeing the more uncommon licenses and what they've done with it, including things like Rocketeer. That is a pretty cool figure, as well as from maybe, I don't want to say beloved, but definitely a notable Disney film, Black Hole. And they have Vincent and Bob from Black Hole as figurines. I love that. Oh, definitely going to pick those up, as well as John Wick over in the next case. I think that's a really, really good likeness of Keanu Reeves. Those are highlights from Diamond Select. And we've ended up here at the NECA booth, which they have so many licenses, but one of the licenses they've done, I think, an amazing job with is Ninja Turtles. Both with the movie Ninja Turtles, which last year they released their figures, gorgeous, wonderful articulation, incredible detail, and also the cartoon version. And this year they're showing off some exclusives. Oh, you got Metalhead, you got Leatherhead, you got Robot Krang right there, and an awesome diorama display. These are going to be out in the fall. Just a few examples of some of my favorite toys and action figures here at Comic-Con. Of course, there are many more booths. There's Kotobukiya, there's Bandai SH Monster Arts, a ton of stuff that I haven't had a chance to get a look at, but here's a sampling of the kind of things you find at Comic-Con. If there are figures that you saw announced at Comic-Con that I didn't get a chance to see, post your favorites in the comments below, but I'm going to take a look at these and try to add them to my collection in the future. See you next time. Bye.